A fan convention, or con, is an event in which fans of a particular film, television series, comic book, actor, or an entire genre of entertainment, such as science fiction or anime and manga, gather to participate and hold programs and other events, and to meet experts, famous personalities, and each other. Some also incorporate commercial activity. Fan conventions are traditionally organized by fans on a not-for-profit basis, though some events catering to fans are run by commercial interests for profit. Many conventions have award presentations relating to the genre since 1953. At commercial events, performers often give out autographs to the fans, sometimes in exchange for a flat appearance fee, and sometimes may perform songs that have no relevance to the shows or otherwise entertain the fans. Commercial conventions are usually quite expensive and are hosted in hotels. There is often tight security for the celebrities to protect against potentially fanatic fans. Such features are not common at traditional science fiction conventions, which are more oriented towards science fiction as a mode of literature, rather than toward visual media, and do not include any paid appearances by famous personalities, and maintain a less caste-like differentiation between professional and fan. Anime conventions, gaming conventions, folk music conventions, and furry conventions may all be considered derivatives of science fiction conventions, which began in the late 1930s. While the wearing of costumes, and even a costume competition, has been an occasional feature of traditional science fiction conventions since Forrest J. Ackerman wore one during the First World Science Fiction Convention in 1939. This has never been the dominant feature of such events. From press coverage of comic book and anime conventions has arisen the widespread image of fans' tendency to dress up as the favorite characters, in elaborate costumes that are time-consuming and/or expensive to assemble. History. Fan conventions for various genres of entertainment extends to the first conventions held in the 1930s. However, while a few conventions were created in various parts of the world within the period between 1935 to 1960, the number of convention establishments increased slightly in the 1960s and then increased dramatically in the 1970s, with many of the largest conventions in the modern era being established during the latter decade. Impetus for further establishment of local fan conventions include the return of superhero characters and franchises during the Silver Age of comic books, science fiction adaptations for television serials in the 1960s-1970s, the growth of role-playing as a genre of tabletop, live-action and eventually video, computer gaming, which not only inspired role-play of favorite characters in full-body costumes but also inspired existing franchises to adapt the themes for said methods of gaming. The growth in home taping of television broadcasts, including popular serials. The growth of computerized communication, including the Internet and Internet-dependent applications in the 1980s and 1990s.